Good morning, Acts Church. Today, in our one-year reading, we are starting off in the book of Isaiah in the Old Testament. So we're just getting in the book of Isaiah. So I just want to share with you guys just a little bit of information about Isaiah and hopefully share something encouraging with you this morning. So Isaiah is this prophet, right? He's this guy that has visions, that sees and hears from God. And he ends up writing these visions down and these prophecies that he gets from God, and it makes the book of Isaiah. Well, for Christians, for anyone, but for Christians, the book of Isaiah is so important because there's so many prophecies about Jesus that he fulfilled. So the book of Isaiah is the place where we get the prophecy about Jesus being born of a virgin. It tells us about his character. There's prophecies about the character of Jesus. There's prophecies about the life of Jesus. There's prophecies about his death. There's prophecies about his resurrection. And there's prophecies about his return. And so we have all this in Isaiah, and so what an important guy, or what an important book that we have to read. Imagine reading it before Jesus. It's a pretty powerful book where Isaiah's on the scene, and he's on the scene. He's a prophet during the time when Israel and Judah are separate kingdoms, and they are really just rebelling against God. There's a lot of idol worship, and so he comes on and he's giving them a lot of warnings. But in the midst of all these warnings is all this hope about Jesus, about the Messiah being born. And it gives all these details about him. And then we get to see now that they're all fulfilled. Well, most of them were fulfilled. In fact, today, one of the prophecies that's in Isaiah chapter 2 is a prophecy that's yet to be fulfilled, but it's going to be fulfilled. And it should give us hope, because everything that's been prophesied about Jesus has happened. Like, nothing was wrong. He was born of a virgin. He was from the tribe of David. He did die. He was resurrected. And so we know that the future prophecies will be fulfilled as well. So Isaiah chapter 2 says this. This is a vision that Isaiah, son of Amos, saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. In the last days, so again, he's getting a vision about Jerusalem. In the last days, which we are very close to, but haven't happened yet, the mountain of the house of the Lord, the mountain of the Lord's house. So this is Mount Moriah. This is the mountain in Jerusalem where the temple is built. It will be the highest of all, the most important place on earth. It will be raised above the other hills, and people from all over the world will stream there to worship. People from many nations will come and say, "Come, let us go up into the mountain of the Lord, to the house of Jacob's God. There he will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For the Lord's teaching will go out from Zion, his word will go out from Jerusalem. The Lord will mediate between nations and will settle international disputes. They will hammer their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. And nation will no longer fight against nation, nor train for war anymore." So this is a prophecy about what we call the millennial reign of Jesus, the millennium. Jesus is going to return. The Bible tells us that his feet will land on the Mount of Olives, which is right across from Mount Moriah. Mount of Olives will split in two, and Jesus will come and he will rule and reign on the earth for 1,000 years. And this prophecy describes it. It's really hard for us to wrap our minds around this, but that doesn't make it not true, that one day Jesus will return and rule and reign on the earth in Jerusalem. It says all the people of the earth will stream to him. They'll go and he will rule and reign. He will settle disputes among nations. There won't be war anymore. People from all over the world will come to hear from him and to see him and to worship him. And so, such an important prophecy that's yet to be fulfilled. And I hope today that this encourages you as you read Isaiah. This encourages you to know that, life is hard now, but there's coming a time when Jesus is returning to rule and reign. All right, I hope this blesses you guys. Love you. Have a great day.